hashtag the interview. We are live this week with the one and only young Ovee. I just had a call with him and he fixed his network problem so we could get the ball rolling as soon as possible. Just waiting for him to join us. Anyway, you know the drill. Questions are allowed in the comments section, so you'll be able to ask your questions and we'll all be good at the end of the day. He'll answer the questions and I will ask them for you. You already know it's your boy Steezy. I'm the host for this week, and actually, I've been the host for the whole time. Anyway, we're just waiting for young Ovee to grace us with his presence, and then we can begin so that we can be good at the end of the day. Let me just send him the link. Where you at, though? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where's this P at now? Yo, can't even find him right. Let's do this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You just told him we are live, and we'll be all good at the end of the day. Let me just get my questions ready. Your man has to have a script of questions, guys. Alright. We all good. We all good. We all good. We all good. Oh, nice. What's up, Brody?
What's up, bruh?
You good, Brody?
I'm all good, dog. What's poppin' with you?
No, it's all straight this side, man. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You ready, though?
Bruh, I'm ready.
Alright, man. Allow me to begin then with asking you a question about your stage name. I wanted to know the story behind calling yourself OV to the people and why you actually chose it to be your rapper artist stage name.
Alright, man. So Ovee was actually my nickname back in eighth
Yes,
grade.
sir.
You told me that's what the homies used to call me. Back when I started making music and shit. So I just chose to stick with that. You know,
Hmm.
with that, and I was like, fuck it. That's what I'm going with.
Speaking of when you started making music, what led you to having a passion for music?
Shit. I feel like that shit was actually planted in me when I was a kid, bruh. Because I
Yeah,
remember going to school with my dad and like he would play all of these crazy CDs. And I feel like that led to like my passion for music and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Let's just fast track to when did you start doing music and what was your first project?
Shit. First project was actually a single. First thing
Uh
I
huh.
ever worked with. It was a single, right? And that was in eighth grade with the homies. One of my close friends, Calico Jack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we dropped a track, and that was in grade eight.
So what was the story behind that single, basically?
There wasn't really a story to it. It was just like based off of vibes. Just making some
Mm-hmm.
shit that people can vibe to. Like an anthem for people just to go crazy with, bruh. Just to turn up.
Yeah. So speaking of vibing, do you want particularly to have your listeners connect and feel your music, and why would you want that as an artist?
Well, yeah, I do, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if there's a story behind it, it's easier for people to connect with it. And when people connect with the shit, that's when like you don't die out in the industry. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
So speaking of maybe just like you said, dying out. What are your goals, particularly concerning your music career? What do you want to do within the next coming years as Mr. Ovee, an artist, growing artist you are? What are your goals?
Well, the short-term goal, bro, is just to reach more people, bro, reach more ears. That's the goal right now.
Right. So speaking of reaching people, do you feel like you can touch the world with the stories behind your music? And would you like to tell me why would you want that? Is that your intention? Is that what keeps you going at the end of the day?
Definitely, bro. That's what keeps me going, dog. I feel like I could
Yeah.
reach more people, like with the more work I put in, you know, then I could, work my way up to a global platform,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
and I just want people to connect with it, dog. Maybe some of the situations that I'm, rapping about and shit, that people could actually relate to that type of shit, and it could actually help them and, so on and so forth.
Wow. So speaking of which, why did you choose music as your passion? Why music basically for you? Because people could
That
have,
the only thing I've been good at, since a young nigga, man. I've only been good at music. Trust.
so you've only tried out doing music. What else did you try out doing besides music? Until you found out that you only good at music.
Of course, I tried out a lot of shit, man, like sports, fucking basketball, chess, all of that shit, man. And then I narrowed it down to just music. You know,
Mm.
I feel like that's it, man. That's what I was put on earth for.
Alright, speaking of what you were put on earth for, do you feel like you're an asset to the music industry? And why would you say you're an
Fucking
asset
right,
to
I am, dog. Fucking right, I am, dog. For sure. For sure, but I've got plenty shit in the bank, dog, waiting to come out,
Yeah.
you know, just the right
So
time.
why would you back that up? Why would you say you're an asset to the music industry, bro?
Um, I say, man, okay, everyone says they could bring something new to the table, right? Well, I'm just looking to inspire niggas, dog.
Yeah.
Inspire to cement my place, dog.
I got someone asking here, how do you plan on reaching more ears?
How do I plan on reaching more ears, dog? Dropping more shit, dog. Getting my shit sponsored, fam. Videos. But I feel like videos are the best way. Making music videos, see that shit pop up on Trace, on MTV, bro, on Channel O.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the best way, dog.
Speaking of which, who are the people basically you would die to work with on a specific project, and why those specific people in particular?
Shit, dog. I'd have to work with Yeezy, bro. And I'd have to work with Kanye West.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest musical inspirations, dog. I won't lie. I have to work with Kanye West, bro.
Why Kanye West?
Well, that's the nigga who inspired me, dog. Cause I first started out as a producer. Started out making beats and shit. That's how I started. And that's how he started. And like I kind of gravitated to him because of like his come up story. Yeah, and
Speaking
I
of
feel like I
which,
could learn a lot of shit.
huh?
I feel like I could learn a lot of shit from him. Like a lot of stuff. Concerning the
Mm.
industry, concerning production, music, like as a whole.
All right, man. I got someone asking here as well. What inspires your style of music? Whoa.
That's a good question, Doug. Before I said, I used to jam music in the car, like while going on the way to school with my dad,
Yeah,
and like all of the music that I was kind of forced to listen to as a kid, that really inspired me, dog.
yeah,
That
yeah. What kind
really
of music
taught
was it?
me R&B shit, dog, rock, fucking Barry White, dog, Meat Loaf,
Yeah,
like that's a rock band. Some crazy shit, George Benson, some shit my mom jams, man.
yeah,
And that's the
yeah,
shit I'm jamming right now, dog. Getting inspiration from there.
yeah. Well, before I move on, I can't ignore the people over here. Where can we get your music?
SoundCloud, YouTube, still working on the Apple Music and all of the Spotify's and stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now, SoundCloud,
Okay, okay.
YouTube, Audio Mac, those spots.
Speaking of music in particular, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, dog,
Hmm.
that's hard to say because the future's not certain, but I see myself still grinding, still pushing, still working on the shit, you know, figuring the shit out, bruh. Because,
You're still figuring it out.
yeah, as a students, bro, we're all students of life, dog. Still learning that shit,
I like
never
that
stop
mindset.
learning, you know,
I
shit
like
like
that
that.
mindset. I like that mindset. Um, so let me just move on to collaboration. Um,
Yep,
basically, if you had the opportunity to collaborate with an artist specifically in Eswatini, who would it
yeah.
be and why would it be that particular artist?
Damn, bro. It'll probably be my homie. Okay, wait. It'll be nah, yeah, one person. That's my homie
Hmm.
Bauer Lawson. You know, yeah, I would wanna collaborate with Bauer Lawson because like he has more or less the same intentions as me. You know,
Yeah,
like in the whole music thing, just to inspire niggas, dog. That's the goal. Just to show that even niggas from SE can do it, bruh.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. Um, I got a person asking here as well. What's gonna make me listen to you rather than play Kanye?
Alright, dog. Here it is. You know, music is art, right?
Uh-huh.
And I feel like you never create anything new when it comes to art.
Yeah.
I feel like everything artistic is just a big reference piece, right? But just modified. So, and then if I'm using his music as reference, it can only get better.
Yeah, yeah. But you're not trying to be, what can I
I'm
say? You're
not
not
trying
trying
to,
to sound like,
what's up?
aren't you not trying to sound like him in that process? Or you
No,
trying to
no, no.
sound like just to use him as an
No,
inspiration?
just trying to find my own way, but using his music like as a drive, like
Mm.
as a blueprint maybe.
Blueprint.
Yeah.
All right, let me move on to asking you a little bit more about yourself. Are you currently signed to a record label?
No, no, I'm not signed at all.
How's that
I'm a
working out for
freelance.
you?
It's all right, bruh, cause I only dropped my first anticipated single like a month ago, and it's doing pretty
Yeah.
well, almost at 1,000. So yeah, I mean that's that. But I want to
Specifically,
see how that goes.
specifically, would you do you wanna continue to being independent, or one of your goals is to eventually sign on to a record label eventually, or you just want to continue being independent and do your own thing at the end of the day?
Bruh, I think I would like to sign first, you know, just for that push, because every artist needs that push, like promotion and shit, like
Yeah,
record labels backing him up and shit like that, bruh. I feel like, all of us as artists need that, bro. But then again, I have to be careful, bro, like where I'm signing and shit. Because,
mm,
a lot of niggas have landed up like in bad deals, fam. Bad deals, you know. I have to be careful with that too at the same time.
yeah, gotta be careful, man. Speaking of record labels and contrary, do you wanna, what can I say? Do you wanna have your own record label eventually to help the young kids
Yeah,
out there in order to an honest record label, really, basically, because.
definitely, dog. Definitely. That's the end goal, bro. That's the end goal.
Mm.
Definitely, dog. Just to
So
help
what
niggas
what
out.
what are you planning on achieving with having that record label? I mean, what would be its purpose at the end of the day?
Bro, just cultivate young talent, bro. You know, help niggas out, bro. Like as you were saying, an honest record label, bro. Not really there for the profit.
Aye. So eventually, as young OV, do you want to be able to inspire the kids out there? And basically, how would you plan on inspiring the kids out there? Looking at the fact that we're in Swaziland, and usually the young kids don't get the credit they need, and the what can I say? They don't get noticed, and the only way you can find a Swazi young kid is on SoundCloud and data file host. How would you want to inspire the kids out there to keep going in order to find themselves on iTunes and all these other platforms and all over the world?
Oh well, dog. There's so many ways to do it right now, dog. Like with fucking internet and shit. You can go on DistroKid. You can go on fucking Amuse. Those are like apps that help you distribute your music. You just sign up. I know like Amuse is free, allows you to like post on iTunes and shit, Spotify and shit like that. Yeah, bro. Like there's so many ways to do it, bro. And again, I'm emphasizing videos, bro. Videos. That's really what I'm trying to do next, dog.
Speaking of you in particular, looking at your work, um, what is your favorite track from you at this moment, at this point right now?
Well, as I was saying, I only have one anticipated track out, but that's only because I was really perfecting my craft, right? I feel, I know like it's not perfect yet, but then
Yeah, yeah.
it's at the level where I feel like people would fuck with it. And I can only make gains from now, bro. Can only get better.
It can only get better.
Yeah, dog, moving forward.
Moving forward, looking at moving forward, we're looking at the fact that the industry is male dominated. What is your particular mindset on working with female artists, and how do you feel about working with female rappers and artists? Basically, why would you want to work with them if you'd want to work with female artists?
Cause they're dope, bro. Straight. Like, bruh, cause they're dope, bruh. Like, I feel like art shouldn't have a gender, dog. I mean, if you're good at the shit, if your execution is crazy, then, bruh, I fuck with it. Straight up, dog.
Let's speak about there's this song I listened to. I think it was Crystals. It was on
Yeah,
SoundCloud. I think it was a collab. How
yeah.
did that song come about? Basically, I mean, it was quite interesting and it got my attention.
Right, it was just a bunch of niggas, dog, in a room. We were all high as shit. We were like, bro, we were watching music videos and shit, bro. We were like, bruh, fuck this shit. We can do this shit, bro. We can, create something, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So we just sat, me and my friend, we made the beat. My nigga Tommy Ghost, we made the beat together. And then yeah, we wrote. I did the hook and I did a verse. Yeah. And then
Was
my
there a
nigga
story
kept
to
the
your
jam and
verse or
back.
the song?
What's up?
Was there a story to the song?
To the song. No, no, no.
Yeah,
There wasn't any story behind it. There wasn't
or
any
it
story
was
behind
a
it.
trappy type of movement right there.
Yeah. But there was motivation. We drew motivation from a certain place. And then we
Mm.
kind of translated that energy into the track.
Where was the motivation taken from, basically?
Just like, bro, we can do this shit ourselves, bro. I mean, we did that shit, no engineer, bro. Like, sat down, made the beat, and recorded it there, like on the spot, bro. Type shit.
Speaking of making beats, um, are you somehow involved in producing beats? Or do you make your own beats, or someone else does
Yeah,
them
yeah,
for
yeah,
you?
yeah. Now I make my own beats, bro. I'm self-produced, straight
You
up.
good at it,
I produce for other people too.
huh?
I produce for other people too. I produce for
Oh, oh,
myself.
oh.
Yeah, I send beats out and shit, all of that.
Ah, that's good, man. That's good, mate. Um, Basically, fast tracking to your latest project. Um, what is the story behind your latest project? Um, what led to it, and what led you to writing your latest project and to have it out there for people to listen to?
Well, my latest track, Sinners, on my SoundCloud. Well, I just wrote that, bruh, like just having that concept in mind, like, yo, we're all sinners, we all do bad shit. Yeah, we
Yeah.
all get up to no good, especially in this day and age, bruh, where the youngest of niggas are up to the most dirtiest of shit, bruh. Basically, bruh, I was just trying to translate
Yes.
that, bruh. And I feel like you can only get forgiveness if you understand what you're doing, you know, shit like that.
Do you plan on, basically speaking of sinners, do you specifically,
Sorry?
looking at the fact that on your latest project, you were talking about the fact that we're all sinners. Um, Looking at that, um, do you want to be able to enlighten the youth through your tracks and through your art? And basically, do you want your songs to somehow contain some content where people can actually learn something in the process?
Definitely, bro, I do. Definitely. But then at the same time, I don't want to explain too much because I want people to unpack it themselves. Like grab
Mm,
something they can relate to.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Look, I wanted to ask, this is a question that's been bugging me. Do you have
Yes,
any
sir.
latest projects coming up looking at the fact that you have, I mean, and basically artists have a lot of time on their hands. Do you have any upcoming projects, and what can we expect from that so far?
Yes, I do. I do. I don't want to give a date out because that would put me under pressure. But then I do have some shit. I do have some shit, right, in the bank. I have plenty of shit in the bank. And people can expect something. I don't know, there's something for everyone, I could say that. But something very slow, I guess, you know?
Something very.
Slow, like very chill, like a chill
Mm.
vibe. And I usually make shit based off of how I'm feeling.
Speaking of music, of your music in particular, um, do you want to write about your personal experience, or do you write about your personal experiences and get it out there for your own self therapy at the end of the day?
Yeah, I do. I do. If you listen to like my latest shit, then like you'll hear gems here and there, just sprinkle a bit. a little bit of
Yeah,
candy, if you know what I mean. Just,
yeah.
just letting, putting myself out there, bro. You know.
Speaking of putting yourself out there currently with you, when it concerns your music, where is your headspace right now? And well, what do you think about when you look at yourself, how far you've gone with your music and how far you going? And where's your headspace basically? That's what I want to find out finally.
Dog, I don't really like looking back, bruh. Just look forward, bruh. Keep on grinding, you know. I feel like I
Yeah,
still have like a long way to go.
yeah. But you
Yeah,
do feel like there's some progress there.
yeah. I mean, people fucked with the first track I dropped, so that was motivation. That was something, But the road is still lengthy, bruh. Still gotta walk that walk.
Speaking of the road, just to wrap this up, are there any upcoming albums or upcoming album we can expect from you right now?
Easy, bro. You trying to get dates out of me, dog. You trying to get dates out of me.
I'm also
You trying to get dates out of me, man.
want to know.
Man, okay, right now my aim is just to, get a fan base, bruh. So right now I'm kind of focusing on singles, more singles and shit, you know.
Yeah,
Just a whole catalog of music.
right, man.
That's what I'm trying to get.
In conclusion, let me just conclude this. What would be your voice of advice to the young kids out there who feel discouraged to do what they love, especially pertaining to music and their music career, especially looking at the fact that in Swaziland we don't get the recognition we need and all that, you know?
Dog is like to stay motivated, bruh. Just to keep that drive, because there's so many hindering forces, bro. So
Yeah,
many factors that like stop you from like getting to where you want to be, bro. So many things, and you shouldn't let like little shit stop you, bro, or like demotivate you. You should just keep that shit. Keep knocking on the door, bro, until it opens. Find the
right, man.
fucking key, bro. Pick the door. Anything, dog.
I like that mindset. I like that mindset. I hope you do budge in yourself, you know?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It has been a good one. Most certainly, I could say I've wrapped this up. Um,
I
Thank you for taking your time, young
I
Ovee.
cheers, dog.
I'll be certainly looking out for your music. Um, I'll be I'll be certainly also looking out for your album as well, especially that. Now I'm looking forward to that.
Ha. I man, shout out to you, dog. Thank you for the opportunity.
No, shout out to you, man. It's always been a pleasure. I mean, you're a great artist, and basically, it's my pleasure. Thank you for taking your time again. Um, Today was
Yes,
perfect. I'm glad we were able to finish this, and it's all smiles. I'm happy on this side. It was great knowing you. Hopefully, we could do this again, not so far from now, and then we'll talk about an album. Hopefully,
bless, bro. Bless, bro. We definitely will.
yeah. It's all about the culture at the end of the day, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. All the best for your career. All the best for that album. Keep working on that album. I'll be watching out for you on SoundCloud and everywhere, and you have my support regardless of everything. Um, yeah, man. See you when I see you.
I cheers, man. Shout out.
Shout out. Now get out of here.
Peace, nigga.
Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it with Young OV for this week. We'll see you again on the 7th of July with the one and only producer in Swaziland, Lexo Boom. Be sure to watch out for the poster, which is going to be out pretty soon. It's your boy Steezy once again. And remember, behind the story of hashtag the interview is dropping tomorrow. Watch out on my story and watch out on the interview underscore official for interview updates and everything that is going to be happening within the next coming weeks. It's your boy Steezy once again. Stay home, stay safe. It's a sign out from me.